Hey everyone, and welcome back to a new video on the channel. Today I'm going to be working on this absolute unit of a motherboard. Just to put this thing's size into perspective, I have a normal ATX sized motherboard right here, and I'm going to line it up. You can just see how much bigger this motherboard is. It's massive. It barely fits on my work surface here. But it's also, like, incredibly thick. Like, if they made graphics card PCBs as thick as this thing right here, GPU sag would no longer be. Let me focus it. Let me see if I can get the other board in there as well. This thing's an absolute unit. But of course, it wouldn't be here if it was working perfectly fine. So, with that said, I'll get right into it. I'll show you the damaged area, if I can find it under the microscope. Oh yeah, there you go. See that? So it's been damaged, but unfortunately, that's not actually it. Let me turn it around and show you the second CPU socket. There you go. I think you can just see the pins there that are a bit bent. So this one right here, this one, these three pins are bent. So I'll have to bend those back, but honestly that should be fairly easy. I'm honestly much more concerned about this area of the board right here. As you can see, there's quite a few ripped traces. And of course, a missing chip, but that's actually not the problem because I do have the chip right here, as you can see. And what I'll try today is to put this thing back onto the board. And I guess I'll just get right into it, get the chip off to the side. And the first thing I'm going to try to do is just do a little bit of scraping, see if I can maybe expose this trace right here. Oh yeah, there you go. Surprisingly, this bottom row of pads and traces is actually just, it's perfectly fine. So it's really just this row of pads that's completely and utterly messed up. Let me get some flux on there, and then just some heat from my iron. Oh god, my tip was dirty. Okay, so these two pads are fine. Traces are now tinned up. This is truly difficult. And it would literally be impossible without a microscope. I got it. Wow. Oh boy. This is gonna be a difficult one. Gotta be careful breaking off the wire just because of how small those traces are. Did I get it? I think I got it. I may or may not have just gotten it. Before I proceed, I will try to flow this into place. Okay, this now actually appears to be on there somewhat properly. Let me see if there is a connection. I do now have continuity where there previously was none, so that trace is restored mostly, which is good. I'll just have to bend this wire a bit into place so that it's nice and centered. Though I probably, if I'm being honest, I should have done this in the middle here before I did this one. Good job, me. Anyways, let me take off that capacitor there, just so that I have a bit more space to work with here. And I should now have, theoretically, hopefully, a tad bit more room to work with here. Now let me try to correct the pins on this chip. Okay, there we go. Okay, the pad remains are gone. Let me try to fix these things up. This is gonna be a long video. I can already tell. Probably just gonna be a lot of soldering ASMR. Not a lot of talking because I do actually have to pay attention to how much force I am applying. That's what I'll leave it at. I will not bend them any straighter because I feel that if I do, I'm just gonna break them off. What I'll do now is I'll pre-tin these. Doesn't even look too bad now, does it? This isn't even board level repair, like this is chip level repair at this point. I still have to fix this trace as well, don't want to forget about that. Okay, I believe I'm gonna give it a try. Moment of truth. Bottom row of pins are in place. This one's connected. You can see the wire and the pad and the leg move together. The other one is not. This pin's not yet connected either. It's not too big of a deal, because I can just flow that one into place. The other wire, however, is going to need a bit more work. Right, that one is now in place. But what I need now are tiny blobs of solder, just like this, that I can put on there. I'm going to rest it right there. It's now definitely connected. I think I'm going to do that to the other pin as well, just to be sure that there's enough solder on there. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah. Oh, it moved up the wire. Sure, whatever. I'll leave it be. I'm gonna stop while I'm winning. One more little wire has to be run for this thing to basically be back. And it's actually no, wait a minute. I've almost forgot about this thing right here. Right, so you can see this thing's loose as well. But that should be fairly easy. I have to put the capacitor back on there, obviously, but before I do that, I will address this damaged thing right here. As you can see, the trace is actually still there, but its component leg is damaged. Okay. I believe that I actually just fixed up... Oh, wait a minute. Almost forgot about it. This capacitor needs to go back on there. I think that's it. I actually think this is it. Socket damage is going to be easy to fix, but this was not a given. Genuinely surprised that I was able to fix this. Raw footage is 2 hours, 18 minutes and 47 seconds now. Just to give you an idea of how long this took, this will definitely go down as the most difficult repair that I pulled off yet. And I got it on video and I can post it to YouTube. So, anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I genuinely hope you guys enjoyed. This was a lot of effort and I'd really appreciate it if you guys would do the usual YouTube things, you know, leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever it is. Share, I guess, is another thing that you can do. And I do hope to see you guys again in the very next video. Have a good one.